You ready, G? I got home early. I got home early. You okay, Loki? Sending invite now. I mix up my play calling and follow rules. Hope you do the same. Damn, EA servers are ass. What up, Bang? Sending again. up, Bang? Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, G?
Yep.
Just chilling. How about you?
Shit about to start. I was just streaming on Twitch and I'm like, doing this shit.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
Where's that game?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, do I go get gold in that?
Nah, I said what you trading.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I can't trade anymore.
Why not tell you again?
Oh, the Titan? What team are you again?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Would you get rid of Van Der Esch?
You got linebackers.
Yeah, but I like Van Der Esch. I like playing with him. Plus, he's a hard hitter. I think his hit power, what is his hit power, like 89? What it do, what it do? Who's watching the cast, man? Holla at your boy. Trying to play with these damn Lions.
Oh, you better play again?
Yeah.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city.
Let me get this game down. We can discuss.
And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a run. Play, you're going to smother it, but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Nah, I want you. I just picked up here.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, Sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
With the handoff to Aaron.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the Lions' 22-yard line.
All right.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. On the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie.
Hit
An
the fucking wrong
interception
button.
followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Lions 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball.
We'll see if they can do it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The tackle made by Derrick Kindred.
Jones, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And
Come the fuck on, bro.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Adrian Peterson, he's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 30.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. After one, 17-7 is our score. On first down, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Rodgers steps away to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But now it's third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now on second and 13, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 to over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Peterson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Tyler Ervin back deep. And he'll go ahead and field this and the 5. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one just goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 22, Rodgers, and this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon Cooks, 70 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a terrific
Are you
return
fucking
as he brings
kidding me,
us
Madden?
all the way back to the 30. A minute 50 to go here in the 1st half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. The left side throw complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
At the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And he'll take this one in
Oh,
for
my
a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21.
I'm a quadriplegic. Check me out, bro.
Their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now.
Are you fucking kidding, man? Are you fucking kidding, bro?
Preston Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here, the 32. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. Touchback.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford.
Oh my.
Come on, bring it, baby. Bring it.
Wow, Madden. I throw it low and he throws it high.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 15 yards on the play, first down.
Check. Kill. Shift. 59.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Lady, 21. I got you. Check 24. Watch double right.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Right, fucking pinch butt.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Once again, it's Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And
Wow, you kidding me, man?
They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First down, Detroit.
On first and 10, Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
And my goodness, another interception.
Oh my fucking guy.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. On the crossing route.
What the fuck?
It's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12
Wow,
yards there
man.
on
Really,
first
man?
down.
Really?
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Stafford going to give it to Swift. It's a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that.
I couldn't press a button.
The Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11.
6-yard line.
To the air again. Stafford. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Aaron Jones,
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Third and 8.
On third down, here's Jones. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Another interception. Picked off at the 46.
Wow, bro.
The domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much. Maybe a couple. And it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
That's
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
second down. It's Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you, son. I got you, son. 51's the money. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Today's final score, Packers 41.
Got my ass whooped. Madden was giving this dude everything. Every pick was. GG, bro. Madden gave you this thing. This game. Every interception was a tip ball. Wow. Every interception was from a tip ball. Swear, bro. Madden is trash. Appreciate you watching, man. So I'm gonna give you a better game. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get every time I go live, man. And hit like and share it. That really helps my algorithm, which gotta get my videos more popular, man. Just help me out.